I feel like the homeless people on the street are pretty comfortable too, so like you don't really have to make anything.
If you could go on a free vacation, but you couldn't take a single picture or video to post on social media, would you go? No.
Influencers are all so out of touch. This is so disgusting. You don't know how hard it is in the job market these days.
So I have decided to do a $50,000 renovation on this beauty room. Try being an influencer for a day.
As you may be aware, influencers are getting more and more out of touch lately. I don't know what it is. It's from not understanding that getting laid off by a major airline is kind of a big deal. Yes, it is okay to take pictures, not to go on social media. And we don't need to put down grocery stores that aren't up to our caliber. Let's get into these nonsensical influencers that show why they are severely out of touch. And honestly, why do we even watch them anymore? Let's get into the video.
I saw a video of someone asking if you could go on a free vacation, but you couldn't take a single picture or video to post on social media, would you go? No, I wouldn't. Like, sorry. I know a lot of you guys are probably going to lie and say yes, but personally me, I wouldn't.
Would you go on a free vacation if it meant you couldn't post a single photo or video? For me, that personally is yes. I would always choose experiences over, what other people perceive of my life, right? Now, for her, she is a content creator. So she definitely cares more than the average person. I think she forgot what it's like to be an average person, and that's what these comments are saying to her. What do you think people were doing before phones? Social media is literally the least important thing in life. She says, do you realize you're on social media right now? It doesn't mean it's the most important thing in her life. Like, you could be at your friend's child's recital. It doesn't mean that it's the most important thing in your life, right? You're just being supportive. People are on social media to doom scroll, see what other people are up to. But the reason why she says this, and someone asked in the comments here, why are the pictures important to you? Genuinely interested. And here's her reasoning. Because I make money off of social media. Okay, I understand. As someone who makes money off of YouTube, I get it, right? My goal is to grow my social media. Of course, when you go on these lavish or even, just interesting vacations and you want to show off your experience to your followers, and then maybe that is shared, or the algorithm is in your favor and shows those to other people, and they're like, oh, I really like your travel content. Like, okay, I understand. And in the long run, it would cost me more to not have the content that I could get than to just pay for the vacation myself and get to post whatever I want. And I understand what she's seeing, but at some point you do also in your life need to have something that's for yourself. Maybe she values travel and content to the same extent. It sounds like she values content a little bit more, content creation. And you know what? That's her priority in life. Most average people, you included, probably value your experiences more. So this is, I don't even know if this is a skit or not. They're saying on the caption here, I can't believe this isn't a skit. You guys be the judge. Is this a skit, or is she genuinely the most out of touch person I have ever seen on this app in a long time?
I feel like the homeless people on the street are pretty comfortable too, so like you don't really have to make anything.
Do you live in New York?
I do.
And how much do you pay for rent?
I don't pay rent. My boyfriend pays rent.
Okay, do you know how much he pays?
An estimate, 8,000 a month.
What neighborhood?
The financial district.
And what do you do?
I am a real estate agent.
What does that entail?
So I sell buildings.
And how much do you make as a real estate agent?
It always depends. Depends how much I work and of the deal flow, but could be as low as 70,000 and as high as $1 million.
And what do you think is the minimum amount someone needs to live comfortably in New York?
The minimum amount?
Yes.
I mean, I feel like the homeless people on the street are pretty comfortable too, so like you don't really have to make anything.
And what made you want to move to New York?
I'm from here. I'm from the Upper East Side.
That makes a lot more sense, doesn't it? But oh my goodness, I don't think that woman is a real estate agent. I mean, maybe she could be, right? Like, you could get your real estate license, maybe sell a building or two. If you're a really beautiful woman and a real estate agent, I think that's probably a great combo. Like, what are the people on Selling Sunset? Like, those women are very beautiful and they sell, multi-million-dollar homes. So they're probably making a pretty penny. But what the fuck? The fact that this isn't satire, is someone gonna debunk this in the comments? That's a real person. She's literally in a Netflix reality show and that's how she acts. I doubt someone would make an AI version of her out of nowhere. This has to be rage bait. I can't even. But anyway, this is what got me started on wanting to make this whole video on out of touch influencers. Out of touch people. Like, wow. The homeless on the street are living pretty well. Wow, I have no words. I have no words. So let's get into the Katie Ebs situation, where she shows a level of detachment from real life that hasn't been seen in a while. So let's take a look together.
So we are in this teeny tiny little town in the mountains, and we're gonna try and hopefully get all of our groceries for the next 4 days. This is so small town vibes, it's not even funny. I have a feeling this is not going to be good news. We don't even have a car? This is a simulation. Oh, shit. Here we go, I guess. While she's grabbing that. You do need a melon? I'm just sitting here laughing. I'm just sitting here laughing.
I'm very confused. What is she laughing at? Like, is she high? I'm just sitting here laughing with with my watermelon. I don't see what's so funny, but let's keep going.
Their fruit does not look good. Like, all their fruit looks bad. I just looked at Lauren, she's like, I'm stressed out. I'm mad at Sam's. Sam's Club and I are not friends. Oh, they threw the bottle stickers. Guys, this is...
Which is funny she says Sam's Club. Is Sam's Club known to be like big city grocery shopping? From where I'm from, Sam's Club, since it's like associated with Walmart, it's seen as like lower than going to like, say, a Costco. But that's just where I'm from, what state I'm from, what that's like.
This is not good. Maybe I'll just do these. Aaron, I know, needs some stuff for his salads. At this point, I'm just grabbing shit. I'm like, low-key, we should just order out because this is crazy.
I'm really like confused on what is completely different. It looks like stuff you would find at a Publix or a Kroger. Like, am I losing it? It's also not even that small. A small grocery store, maybe I'm used to European standards, but that is much smaller, has limited options for you to buy. Here we see a whole wall of sausages and hot dogs. If it was a smaller store, it probably wouldn't have such variety.
See any 100% beef? This is absolutely insane. Lauren and I literally just keep saying we're fucking mad at Sam's Club. I feel like I'm in a simulation right now. From a 4-year-old. That's fine. Aaron needs them for a salad too. You're good. Okay, I'm seeing ribeye or strip. Do you like ribeye or strip better? This is crazy. Butter. I don't see any normal eggs. Oh shit. Those are ours, simply because... Right. Those are ours. Definitely have to hit... Beep, beep. We have to hit the fruits and veggies again. How much do you hate me right now?
I mean, not a lot.
Just a little bit. I don't think I could have ever gotten Lauren drunk or high enough to be in this place right now.
Girl, I think you are both. Like, I'm seriously confused. What is so funny? Why are they laughing so much? You have to be either one of those things to think being in a normal grocery store. The comments are like, are we not seeing a regular grocery store? I'm so confused. Yeah, me too, bud. I'm very confused.
Baby, I can't get nothing. Baby, there is no plane.
Baby, there's no plane. What do you mean, baby, there's no plane? You see beautiful produce. It might not be the freshest thing, then go to like a farmer's market. I don't know what to tell you. Every grocery store in America probably doesn't have like the most fresh produce. You would need to go to a farmer's market. That's why there's a whole trend of doing that for the freshest possible produce that you can locally grown.
Oh, I didn't see that. My bad. Don't even ask. A crazy experience. An absolutely insane experience. The greatest part is that guys are there, so all we have to do is drive. I love it. move this cart. So holy shnikes. You could tell the lady at checkout. Now it started raining. What is happening?
A natural phenomenon. Raining. That's what's happening. It happens all across the globe. It's raining. What's going on?
What is happening? Not it randomly start raining. Jesus, it was. What is happening to us? Jesus, take the wheel. I literally was like, what is going on right now? All I know is we gotta go. We didn't get ice. We have to go to Green Mart. I gotta go in there. I gotta go shop local. They have to get ice. Like, we can just forget it. Pretend we forgot it.
And people are like, mind you, this is a nice grocery store for a small town. When you're in a small town, and I've been to a select few small towns where, around where I grew up, and mostly the big grocery store that you would go to is a Walmart, right? That's typically where you would go for grocery stores. That was a big grocery store. That reminded of me like a half-size Publix or Kroger. Very, very confused. But let's see her apology.
It was not my intention and I am very sorry. So what a week it has been. I wanted to come on because I'm not someone to not address the situation, especially at this scale. I took the week off to just like kind of be with my family while they were in town. The video I posted walking in the grocery store, did I 1000% have a bratty bad attitude? Yes, I was very, very, very frustrated with the day. I spent weeks to make sure that everything went to plan, and us girly pops putting all the pressure on our shoulders to make sure family birthday parties, family weekends, family trips, everything goes well. I felt like that day was just a simulation. I was like, if everything that could have gone wrong went wrong. On the flip side, watching it back through the lens of others, I am now well aware that my daily stressors were not reflecting in the video. It was just, again, just a bad attitude, bad energy. And now when I look back, I'm like, I cringe because it's like my intent versus the impact are miles and miles and miles apart. And that was just, that's not me.
But it kind of is you. I understand though. She's seeing, again, it's weird. She thought it was funny in the moment. Obviously they're kiki haha laughing while in the grocery store. And I have, I'm not that funny of a person. Let's just be honest here. I laugh at myself the most. Case in point. But even me with my friends, like we'll be laughing, dying laughing of something. And honestly, it's really not funny. No one around us is laughing. They're like, you're actually dumb. Like I've had this sort of moment. Thankfully, I've never posted it or like filmed it ever and posted it because, sometimes you can be cringy, and that's fine if you're cringy by yourself. But sometimes you have to, like, especially when you're a content creator, and I've made these sort of mistakes as a content creator, but she's a bigger one. So she should understand maybe a little bit more and be able to perceive herself better. But I think the more you grow as a content creator, the less you're able to perceive yourself accurately. And so she's typically used to getting a bunch of positive responses. And this might be one of her first controversies. I'm not going to get into the controversies of every single person, especially James Charles, who we're going to get into later. That would be a whole video essay on itself. I think her apology is fine. Like girly pop, it was a little, if not a lot, tone deaf. But people don't really agree with me here. They're like, this is the most here damn apology ever. I wouldn't say that's the most here damn apology. We've had a lot of awful apologies, maybe on the TikTok, but we're gonna see a real here damn apology come up here.
The average person, including out-of-touch influencers, have no idea what a nurse does or healthcare worker in general. And we as healthcare workers, we know this, right? But it's just so much worse when you see it play out on social media that the average person just has no idea what we deal with our job. I don't know if you're up to date on some TikTok drama where an influencer had asked her followers for a specific shirt that she could wear for New Year's Eve. She wanted to borrow the top, not pay for it whatsoever, and then send it back after New Year's Eve. And one of her followers reached out and was like, oh my gosh, I actually had this top. You can totally borrow it. Next thing you know, this influencer made a video saying that one of her followers, aka her hater, actually did this on purpose and made it to where she didn't have time to go shop for her top for New Year's Eve and ghosted her instead of sending her the top that she said she was going to send her. Come to find out, this follower was an emergency room nurse who ended up having to work a double shift.
Girls, I need your help. This is like a really specific request, but if anyone that lives in the LA area has this halter top from 411 Lemons in a packaging shirt. Didn't go to the mall today, was completely relying on her. She ghosted me.
She was playing the long game. She was like pretending like she like loved me so that I wouldn't go to the mall and like find a shirt.
And then she like ghosted me. I'm honestly like right on. If I hated someone that much, I wouldn't be able to like pretend like I loved them for as long as she did.
She fucked me over real bad. She was just like, yep, hasn't answered me in like 3 hours.
Just sold out, and I wanted to like ask one of my followers if they had it. Like we were like talking all day, and then she just like stopped answering for the rest of the night. So when I made that video, I was like, I think that this is like a hater of mine
That did this on purpose to like fuck up my night.
But I had no idea she had a shift. I didn't know she was a nurse. Outfit of the day. Outfit of the day. It's like, listen to me. I love 4 Love and Lemons as much as the next girl, but all that for this?
I look like the fridge.
Tiana found the halter top. The halter top that I still want, by the way. I looked everywhere. I feel like my body would have a trauma response if I did wear the halter top, but I still want the halter top. I have plans for the halter top.
I asked her who her source was.
Tara made $300,000 in a year. She can afford that top. Yeah, you don't need to just borrow for free from your followers who are going to take time out of their day. So time really is more important than money if we're going to think in the grand scheme of life. And so you expected her to take time out of her day, her busy day where she could use some rest. Of course, she volunteered, right? You know, selfless person is a nurse, and give you a top for free. Just buy your own top. It was New Year's Eve and she had to work overtime until 3 in the morning. That's 20 hours in the ER on New Year's Eve. That girl deserves a medal. Exactly, and not to be blasted online by an entitled influencer.
I'm not trying to make you mad, but I also think that a reason a lot of you are really uncomfortable when your favorite relatable influencer is no longer relatable anymore is because it makes you kind of feel like crap to still be in the same place as you were when you started following them. It doesn't even have to be a problem if you're totally comfortable with where you're at.
No, I mean, yes and no. Of course, some people can be very jealous. Why some people will dislike when influencers become more out of touch is because that's not the person who they fell in love with, right? That's not you. You started out as this, you know, basic teenage girl just filming vlogs in your car and you're fashionable and I really want to be like you. But now you're going to Met galas and that just feels so out of touch. I can no longer relate to you. So the likability there, it just isn't there. You're now bigger than life than the YouTuber I once watched that I could relate to. It's about relatability, and also it's just you changed as a person, which is fine. Everyone changes. You're supposed to change, really. It's not good to be stagnant as a human. Changing whatever you want to do. People change careers, change hairstyles, change their fashion style, stuff like that. You're not supposed to stay the same person. You don't have to stay the same person, but don't get mad or say, weird BS like this, that, oh, they're just jealous, because sometimes we just miss who you were. And as some people say here, I get a little sad because I feel more alone for some reason, like she doesn't get it anymore while we're still celebrating their success.
So I am an influencer who 3 months ago decided to get a full-time job because I'm just not a fan of doing influencing full-time. It did not fill my cup up. That being said, I've seen so many things online recently of influencers being so goddamn out of touch, and from one influencer to another who has probably even maybe said some of these things, like, I'm not totally innocent, but now I just vow to never do it because I try to be self-aware. Number one, the to-do list where you say you're so busy and it's just appointments. Just keep it to yourself. Just keep it to yourself, okay? You're really pissing people off. Don't do it. Like, people don't, like, that's someone's relaxing Sunday. You can feel how you want to feel. Your followers don't want to hear about it. I promise you, like, it's pissing them off. Number two, I saw this video of someone, like, being really upset because it's like they're not being paid enough as an influencer, which is crazy because as an influencer, that most of my money comes from what I do online, which I'm so thankful for, but like to say that you're not being paid enough as an influencer is crazy. Do brands come at you with crazy requests for like not enough money? 100%. But to post online that you should get 10 grand a video, I've gotten great deals in my lifetime, and again, I'm so thankful for it, and that's literally amazing that there's this much money in the space. But to outright be like, my videos deserve to be 10 grand. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? You can't, don't post that. People make TikToks for fun, okay? This is people's hobby, and you think you demand 10 grand a video? Don't post that. Keep it to yourself. Number three, it was this video of Dixie D'Amelio, which I actually really like the D'Amelio, so I'm really sorry. But this video, I'm just saying, PSA to my influencers, don't talk like this. Her saying how she just wants to marry rich so she doesn't have to work. Babes is a multimillionaire.
Don't say you're so tired of working and you just want to marry rich. Like, you gotta be self-aware, y'all.
Like, Dixie, you could retire today. You could have retired a couple years ago, actually. Very insane stuff. I do agree with her there. I was going to step in and say, like, oh, well, you know, some influencers really aren't being paid as much as other creators too, and do deserve to be paid more. But if you're if you're demanding 10 grand, you're complaining to your audience who couldn't even fathom making 5 grand a month, whereas making 10 grand for one video, that's insane. I heard one girl explain her busy day was going to Pilates, replying to emails for an hour, opening PR packages, and a spray tan appointment. That sounds like a fun day to me, actually. Just replying to emails, like, I mean, sure, that requires more thought. Pilates exerts more energy. Opening PR packages, isn't that like Christmas? Well, I guess that's like more work for you to do, right? You get the PR packages, you have to, you know, film everything. It probably does get old, but it's also like, girl, you got free stuff. They're probably also paying you on top of that. Get real. Be grateful for what you have. Most people would kill to be in your position.
I literally just finished work and it's 5:19. Try being an influencer for a day. Try it. Because the people who say it's easy are so far out of their minds, try it for a day. It is not for everybody.
I just can't even imagine saying it's 5:19. I just got off my shift. When I was working at an accounting firm, I would often end my days, especially during busy season, around 7. So, you know, try being an influencer today. She definitely makes minimum probably 5 grand just for a video, right? She makes so much money. And this is what she can do with so much money.
I have had the same style beauty room for 6 years, and I'm tired of it. I'm no longer inspired in my space, so I have decided to do a $50,000 renovation on this beauty room, and that means I have to get rid of absolutely fucking everything. This project's probably gonna take 3 full days.
And that's where I come in.
So say goodbye, because this is the last time you're gonna ever see this room like this. Not only are we donating all of the furniture, but we're getting rid of over 50% of this opened makeup. I know half of this shit's expired, and I just don't want the clutter anymore. We know I wear a collective 3 lipsticks, so why do I have all of this? The desk has seen better days, so I'm having one custom built. The last few weeks, I worked with a designer to create my perfect beauty room. Now, this is just a very rough rendering, but this will give you an idea of what's gonna happen. The entire space is gonna be custom, ambient LED lighting, granite counter spaces, custom desk. So follow along, because guarantee this is some shit you're gonna wanna see. You may wanna even sit down for it. So, I blacked out. Kinda bad. It's officially fall, which means it's boot season, bitch. Let's do a haul. Okay. I blacked out. This is my $1,000 Ulta haul. This is 1 week of PR packages, and there is over 200. It is going to take me hours to open all of this.
Look at the sheer amount of PR that she gets. Meanwhile, she's out here blacking out, going to Hermes. Was that Hermes? Excuse me. She's blacking out, going to Louis Vuitton, Prada, having the beautiful boxes in display in the background. Like, obviously, she makes a lot of money. You can spend your money however you like, as long as you're not doing some weird, creepy stuff that you might do on an island. Power to you, right? But sometimes it just gets to be too much, right? Like, why do we want to see this haul?
Did you ever date a guy that made 200K? Like a year? Yeah. No, what the? Are you serious? You don't think 200K is a lot? No, I want a guy that makes 200K a month. Okay, I mean, yeah, that's pretty good. Would you? I mean, like, 200K is like a lot of money. Like, my dad makes 200K. But like, that's like your hardworking dad. Like, we live in a whole different generation. That's true. It's easy to make money now. Yeah. Clearly. Look how much money we have and what do we do? Yeah, I want a guy that makes more money than me. Like, what? Yeah.
What? I want a guy that makes, mind you, there is like this, okay, one, most people don't even scratch 100,000 in their lifetime. 200,000, that's a lot. Now, I'm not saying you can't strive for, you know, a provider man, a high value man. You can. They're out there, especially if you're a pretty girl like them. It's way easier to find these types of dudes. But you yourself, they're like, I want someone who makes more than me, 200,000 a month. They probably do make 100 grand a month doing, you know, that special website. And it's just, that is also quite out of touch because most people in general do not have the ability to make $100,000 a month, or $100,000 a month, $100,000 a year, okay? And it's so much easier to make money nowadays. It is, right? I'm making money doing this. It does not scratch the surface of of even their lower tier, the 200,000 that they won't even think about. I wish it did one day. I'm gonna knock on wood so that it does happen. That is insane. I don't even think you could work 2 jobs and make that much money. So now let's get into our beloved James Charles. I'm not gonna get into all of his controversies. You can literally just go, pause this video, I don't care, type up James Charles controversies and you'll get a nice little lengthy summary somewhere on the internet. Go on the Wikipedia page. I won't be explaining it to you, but just know he has been out of touch for a while and a little bit creepy as well.
I just got a DM on here from a girl that said, "Good morning, James. I know you'll probably never see this, but if you could just take 1 minute to read it, would really mean a lot to me. I'm really struggling right now because Spirit Airlines just filed for bankruptcy and I have lost my job. Here's the GoFundMe link. Any donations help." I'm sure they do, sweetheart. I'm sure they do. You know what else would help you? Getting another job. Yeah, try that. Because in the time that it took you to copy and paste the same fuck-ass message to myself, who you don't follow, by the way, and probably 100 other influencers and celebrities, you could have applied for 100 other jobs, but you didn't because you're a lazy piece of shit and you're entitled. And you think that influencers and celebrities should fund your life for you. Why would I ever help you? You're not a fan. You don't even follow me. You've never supported me. This is your first time DMing. And you think that I'm going to send you money because you lost your job? Oh my God, welcome to the real world, sweetheart. People lose their jobs every fucking day, and you're white, pretty, and able-bodied. You're in a much better position than a lot of other people out here who are trying clearly much harder to make a better life for themselves. Why would I fucking help you?
People shouldn't ask for money from influencers. But the thing is, as the influencer, you can just ignore the DM, right? You don't have to answer every single message. God knows people barely even heart every single comment on their own videos. And I know you're getting hundreds, if not thousands, right? You're James Charles. You have like 40 million followers just on TikTok alone. You could have just ignored it. I don't know what made him so up in arms over this video. Yes, she should be looking for a job, but also at the time that this video was made, this woman had just been laid off. And so it put a very sour taste in people's mouth. And James Charles had the worst apology. He had like 1, 2, I think maybe even 3 apology videos. I'll show some of them briefly, but they were like, here, damn apologies. They weren't good apologies at all. It just goes to show how out of touch he is because, and as he said in this original video, right, the one that we just saw is welcome to the real world. James Charles has been famous, I think, since he's been 15, 16 years old. He has had brand deals with some of the biggest makeup companies. I think he was the face of, was it Maybelline? He was the face of CoverGirl, right? Back in the day when he was like 18 years old. That's multi-millions. He's been a millionaire since he's been 18, like a 0-year-old as an adult. To say to someone who was working at Spirit Airlines, who probably didn't even make that much to begin with, right? Spirit is a budget airline. I don't think they were really paying people that well in the first place. To say, go get a job, honey. That's what all of us have to do is work, right? It's giving Kim Kardashian, get off your ass and work. Not that I'm saying Kim doesn't work hard, right? She works hard, but everyone works hard. Most people on this planet are working harder than influencers and celebrities. But I'm gonna show the apology. Let me know if you think he's sorry.
Influencers are all so out of touch. This is so disgusting. You don't know how hard it is in the job market these days. Oh my God, give me a fucking break. I am out of touch, first and foremost, okay? I am never going to be one of those influencers that gets online and pretends to be poor so I can come across as relatable to my audience. I think it's tacky, I think it's annoying, and I also think it's quite insulting to the audience watching, as if you guys are going to be fooled into thinking that. You've been watching me for 10 years now. It's no secret that I have been able to find success doing what I've done. It didn't start that way, though. I started from literally nothing and had a dream for myself and was determined to literally do anything to make it happen. And luckily, I've been blessed to be able to do that and now call this my full-time job. The reason I made that video yesterday, though, was a lot of people these days do not have the make it work mentality. They have no desire to actually put in the effort to try to fix a problem and get themselves out of a situation. They immediately result in asking for help. And don't get me wrong, I don't think there's anything wrong with asking for help. In my personal opinion, though, it should be a last resort. If you disagree, that's totally fine. That's your personal opinion. I'm not going to apologize for having mine. There's a lot of people responding back to the video being like, oh my gosh, he has no idea how hard the job market is. I've been applying for new jobs for 6 months, 1 year, 2 years now, and I've literally heard back nothing from any of the jobs. I'm sorry that that is happening to people. I know that the job market fucking sucks. I've heard so many horror stories. I can't even imagine what that's like. Those are the people, in my opinion, that are totally valid and asking for help. The person that I made the video about yesterday lost their job last week at Spirit Airlines, along with 17,000 other people. And granted, I don't know this person. Maybe making a GoFundMe link was really their last resort. I just personally do not believe that to be the case, because I know for a fact that they sent the same exact DM to hundreds of different influencers and celebrities. This person did not follow me. They have never DM'd me previously. They have never supported me on any social platforms. They have never purchased from Painted. This person was literally just spam copying and pasting this DM to every person that they assumed had money to offer them. And I'm sorry, just because somebody has money does not mean that you're entitled. I'm sorry if that comes across as insensitive or privileged or mean, but welcome to the real world. It's fucking hard out there. Nobody owes anybody anything. The universe will constantly remind you of that. And a little bit of effort goes a really, really long way sometimes. I stand behind what I said 10 toes down. Instead of spending an hour copying and pasting the same DM to 100 different celebrities or influencers, you could have spent the same amount of time copying and pasting a job application to hundreds of different companies. Or, hear me out, put in a little bit of effort. If you want to send the DMs, at least spend 20 seconds before you hit send, customizing it to the person that you're asking for money from, right? Hi, sister. James, I've been watching your YouTube videos since I was a teenager. You really taught me how to do makeup and have positively impacted my life every single Friday. Hey, I'm in this shitty situation. Do you think that you could help? Probably would have gone a lot further than a generic message. Or instead of copy and pasting the same job application to hundreds of different companies, send in 10 job applications to companies that you really care about and you think you could fit in with, and then customize your application and your cover letter, letting these recruiters or hiring people know that you're the best candidate for this job and why they should want you on their team. I know putting in the extra work and effort probably feels useless when you know that you're in a sea of DMs or job applicants, but trust and believe, as somebody who's now on the other side of things, the little bit of extra effort does go a very long way, and unfortunately, taking the easy route is usually never going to work. That's just my 2 cents.
All right, yeah, I don't think he was sorry at all, but what do you guys think? Do you think that these influencers are entitled? I know I picked probably some of the most entitled influencers I could find on TikTok. There are plenty out there, right? This just barely scratches the surface. These are the most famous ones. So let me know what you think. If you like videos like this, subscribe. I make videos every week, and I think you'll like this video next on why your favorite influencer is actually broke.